Trouble Busters!
I'm Gwen, and I'm a part-time housewife, busy every day raising my only daughter, Thalia, and working a job doing aesthetics. No way I'm gonna do these two things full-time. I wouldn't be able to save some time for my darling Thalia, and I wouldn't be able to do something I train to do. But my practice is flooded with good reviews, and the orders are piling up so much these days. And just this spring, Thalia is starting elementary school, so we decided to pamper ourselves with a little celebration. How about we have a little feast to celebrate you going to school, What do you want to eat?
French food, of course, I say.
I don't know where the of course is coming from, but French food it is. Great choice, dear. Thalia is strangely mature, or rather, she has this character that suggests she's actually a fully grown woman trapped inside a child's body. She has a habit of saying "I say" at the end of each sentence she says, and that's just one of her little quirks. But all in all, she's a very lovable little sweetheart.
I can't forget the taste of that French toast I had a long time ago, I must say.
Ah, I see now. I'm sorry, dear, but I don't think we can eat French toast at a real French restaurant. Not to mention that was a snack I made you myself. Nice to know it was so good it's hard to forget it.
I don't care. I just want to eat French food, I say.
I got it. It's settled then. We're all going out to French food this weekend.
I wonder if Dad will get me a present too, I say. I declare I'm so jazzed.
I think he'll get you something you want, dear.
Something I want. The grizzly bear I saw at the zoo the other day looked so cute, I must say. Don't tell me, is he getting me a real grizzly bear?
That's gonna spell so much trouble for us, dear. Even if he did bring back a real bear, I'm gonna stop him with everything I've got. Above all else, I'm worried if he'll bring back a bear safe and sound. A few days later, we headed for a well-known French restaurant in the city to celebrate Thalia getting to elementary school.
Well, I dressed up pretty nice, I must say.
Aw, you look like a princess, Thalia. You're the cutest princess in the world. No, scratch that. In the universe.
And you too, Mom. You look so stylish and so beautiful, I say.
You just ambushed me with a surprise attack of Cupid's arrows.
You're welcome, but I still feel a little lonely without Daddy around, I must say.
Your daddy said he's a little busy with his work today, but he said he was going to come a little late, dear. I know he wouldn't miss his little princess's little celebration for the world.
Gwen, I'm really sorry. It looks like I can't help but be a little late for Thalia's little party this weekend. I'll make sure to get there before the main course comes. So you guys go ahead and start without me.
I wanted us to go together though, but I got it. Try to come as early as you can, okay? I know Thalia wants her daddy to be there on this special day. You know, she'll never forgive you if you don't show up.
Welcome!
I want to hurry up and eat some delicious stuff, I say.
I know, right?
Excuse me, you two!
Yes?
We are an exquisite establishment serving only the best for your pleasure. It hinders our business if you visit under the intention of really satisfying your curiosity. I must ask you to find another place, please.
This is an introductory sociology course, and I made a reservation under Gwen Underhill.
Excuse me? You reserved a seat? Yes, I see. There is indeed a Miss Gwen Underhill on the reservation booklet. But are you really Miss Gwen Underhill? You aren't some kind of imposter, are you, madam?
Yes, I am.
Just to be sure, may I ask that you show some form of identification?
Wait, what? I understand. Does this driver's license suffice?
Yes, you are the true Gwen Underhill. But hold on a moment. This could be a forgery. This could be one of those cases of customer impersonation scams that are becoming popular these days for some reason.
Too far. In any case, I believe I've shown valid identification, so I must ask you to please let us through to enjoy your exquisite service.
Well then, by all means, madam. Right this way, if you please.
I was already a bit skeptical of the waiter's attitude towards us, but since it was Thalia's special celebration today, I decided to forget about it and focus on making today unforgettable for Thalia. The waiter led us to a table, and 10 minutes after we sat down, the first entree arrived.
This is delicious entree, I say.
I just hope your daddy comes soon. He's missing out on delicious food and time with his family.
Biting through the spread here is bad manners, I must say. Maybe I should rip a piece out and then eat.
Oh my, Thalia, you have such good manners. And you're still so young, I'm impressed.
I always knew my manners were pretty good, I say.
Well, wherever you learn the manners from, they're very good. What the heck is wrong with that waiter? He's looking this way and laughing, or rather, trying hard not to burst laughing. How does such a disgusting person have a job here?
So funny. Excuse me, madam. You do realize this is against proper etiquette here, right?
What?
That way of eating! It's just completely devoid of any manners! Like I said, we are an exquisite establishment. So could you, not do anything like that? You know, stuff that bothers other customers and whatnot?
I believe we're enjoying your cuisine while demonstrating proper manners here. And I must ask, what exactly do you mean by stuff that bothers other customers? I don't see any other customers even glancing in our direction.
You must understand, table manners such as yours do nothing but give our establishment a bad name. Our reputation rests upon the shoulders of every customer that walks in through the door, you see.
There's no way. We believe we have the correct table manners and etiquette for an establishment like this, you understand?
And how in the world is that correct etiquette? It's because of broke single mothers raising spoiled little brats coming here that gives this place a bad reputation.
A broke single mother raising a spoiled little brat?
I knew it! I just knew something was wrong the moment you peasants walked into the door.
Then that attitude of yours at the beginning was merely based off of that nonsense? Talk about a misunderstanding.
And here we go again! You don't have to hide it anymore, madam. We all know you're a single parent, just scraping enough to take your single daughter out to a nice treat. It doesn't seem like you understand the proper manners for an establishment like this, and it makes me question whether you actually have a job. Are you employed, madam?
To answer your question, I am employed, in fact. I have a part-time job in aesthetics.
Aesthetics? Isn't that something questionable, actually? Like erotic aesthetics? Oh, that's really pitiful. I'm glad I wasn't raised by a single mother for real.
I'm not doing anything like that. Kind customers have left the greatest reviews recently, saying that I'm a masseuse with a divine touch, among others.
Oh, I suppose you mean you're really good with stroking the rod now. Madam, stop.
How disgusting. Ha! This scumbag saying ridiculous things, and now look, people around us have started to glance at us suspiciously. How embarrassing.
And it's worth noting this establishment's frequented by lawyers and doctors. Madam, I must say, you've chosen your restaurant quite poorly.
You've been saying lots of nasty things about us for a while now, but I don't believe our table manners are wrong in any way.
Oh, come now, madam. You don't mean to accuse me, an intellectual who graduated from a famously prestigious university.
And here we go, bring on the bragging that comes with graduating from a famously prestigious university.
Listen here, rice or bread must be eaten after the soup that comes as the entree. Rice must be pushed onto a fork before it can be eaten. And also, you're not supposed to wipe out the sauce or remaining soup from the entree with bread, you see. Do you really not get it? My, how pathetic can a person get?
What in the world? Those are not the manners I've come to comprehend.
What an ignorant waiter, I must say.
Well, I can't blame you. How does anyone from the sewers of society find the means to learn about this kind of high-end knowledge? Oh, I get it now. Is that why your husband left you for someone so much better?
Okay, I've had enough of this nonsense. I didn't mean for it to come to this, but I am in fact the wife of the owner of this place, and this here is his very own daughter.
Heyo?
I learned these correct table manners and etiquette from my husband himself, the same person who owns this establishment.
Yeah. You're doing great with all the lies, madam. You really don't have to show yourself off as this woman of high standards. Everyone in this room knows who you truly are. Claiming that your lies are the truth is one of the many traits that can be linked to insanity, you know.
How dare you? These are not lies.
Mr. Linneman, what do you think you're doing? These two individuals are the wife and child of the owner of this restaurant. Apologize to them at once.
Oh my, you even managed to convince our maid D here to pile on your stupid lies. Please don't support her hopeless case.
I cannot express how ashamed I am about this situation, Madam Underhill. Indeed, your manners are correct, through and through, without a doubt. Our employees' ignorance has caused you much discomfort.
Ayo! I don't understand what's going on here. There's no goddamn way I'm in the wrong in this.
I order you to apologize to our treasured customers, now!
No, I'm not going to. Not in a million years.
Today, could it be that this particular employee has this arrogant attitude towards every single customer? I only pray that you tell me it isn't the case.
My sincerest apologies, madam. I've warned him time and time again about how he must change his attitude in the workplace. I find myself at a loss, because I'm not sure if I can fire an employee, since I myself am an employed maitre d'.
I see. Then you need not worry. I will speak to my husband about this.
Hey, I thought I told you to stop it with the frickin' lies! You really think a penniless bitch of a single mother like you can fire an educationally elite individual like me? I could punch you right now!
Oh my gosh! How long are you going to keep denying what is the undeniable truth?
In any case, even if you were the stupid wife of the owner of this establishment, don't you think it's kind of strange that your husband, the owner himself, isn't present right now?
And what do you mean by that?
He's pretty much abandoned you here, right? The fact that you're eating here alone with your daughter is proof he's left you for good, goddammit! Take this, you frickin' bitches!
Talia, look out!
Mommy!
Oh, thank goodness. You aren't dirty, Talia.
How dare he? No one does nasty things like that to my mommy!
And voila! Here we have the exquisite, albeit unpopular main course of Poor Family à la Française avec una Roma.
Mr. Linneman, stop this! Stop this at once, I say!
Hurry along now and get the frick home. Wash up your erotic gas and find some other place to bother. Hey, you two! Sorry I'm late. And Thalia, darling, congratulations on getting into elementary school. Well, wait, what? What the heck's going on here?
Oh, Darren.
You bastard! What have you done to my wife? Oh, could this be your stupid husband, owner of this establishment, my ass? There's no way someone this young would own this place. Answer me at once. What did you do? And answer you I shall. I only taught proper manners to these two low-life parasites. Whoa! Look at what you've done to Thalia's present!
Are you done yet? Are you gonna do the same thing to every other customer here, are you? You got quite the nerve to do that to my husband, you bastard! This waiter, who's got rudeness unmatched, is still suspicious of the truth, even when the rightful owner of the restaurant is standing right in front of him. Not only did he throw remains of other tables to me and to Talia, but he also threw some at Darren. But now that he's here, this was our chance to launch a lethal counterattack against this crackhead. And we are going to destroy his pitiful little soul. You really did it now! Troublebusters, initiate!
This is how a waiter behaves at his job, is it? Ha! You mere common folk are at fault! You pieces of shit should be legally prohibited coming to an exquisite establishment like this one! And you insult us! This has gone too far! Do you realize you have a job to do properly?
Mr. Underhill, sir, I'm at a loss for words. I never dreamed any of this would happen. I know you will never forgive me for this.
No, Mr. Glasgow, I'm not referring to you. You did nothing wrong. This waiter, this Mr. Linneman, however, will face the consequences. Even Mr. Glasgow's treating you like the owner. Sir, why the heck are you so brainwashed?
This gentleman is the real owner! Apologize to him and his family right now!
Sir, this is complete nonsense. As I mentioned, there's no way someone this young can possibly be the owner of this place. You're suspicious of me? Well then, allow me to shed some light. Here! There's no freaking way! You're really the owner? This proves everything, boy. I'm the rightful owner of this place, and this is my wife, Gwen. It can't be! Gwen, tell me everything that happened. You understand? I ask you to tell me the truth. Don't overinflate things.
Of course, this waiter, if you can call him that, insulted us so much, saying that we don't know proper manners and French etiquette.
You were never wrong! You were never wrong, I say!
That led to an argument, which in turn transpired into this man throwing remains from other tables at us. And now look at me. My dress is ruined.
Stop this now! Don't tell him anything! And also, I was never wrong in this! And what are you on about? What makes you think you were so right in this? I'm a waiter who happens to have graduated from a prestigious university, you know! And of course, I know the correct table manners for authentic French cuisine, top to bottom! I can't understand what sort of manners you're referring to, Mr. Linneman, but I can tell you that Gwen's manners, as well as Talia's, were all appropriate. That's not true! All I did was frickin' correct them in French etiquette! It's worth noting that Gwen and Talia both go to France, where the deal's real, once a year, and they've always received lots of appreciation from maitre d's that their manners are always off the charts. These stupid pricks, they go to France for real? Yes, and Gwen's fluent in French herself. Talia's learning some from her, actually.
Bonsoir, watashi Gwen, yoroshiku.
What the hell is that? She's speaking Japanese towards the end there.
Just a little test to see if you can tell the difference, Mr. Linneman.
What you claim to be correct is in fact the completely incorrect way to behave in an establishment like this, Mr. Linneman. There's no way that's true. What I say is what I learned, and I learned from a master of this kind of thing. And being an intellectual elite and all, there's no way I would get it wrong.
And you're still boasting about how you graduated at a prestigious university.
How shameless can one get, I must say?
And also, I hear you condemn Gwen's job as something questionable. But she works in an aesthetics enterprise, of which I'm also the owner.
Yes, I even believe you're familiar with it, since the chain enterprise had spread across the nation. Have you heard of Underhill Beauty Salons?
I do! I've been there myself. And the owner is Darren Underhill. But aren't you just the owner of this restaurant?
Darren manages French restaurants and beauty salons, you see. Quite an extensive trade, I must say.
What I don't understand is how you know about the owner of the beauty salons, but how you have no idea of the person who owns the restaurant where you work. Besides that, you claim you graduated a prestigious university, but weren't you fired from a large enterprise who'd hired you because they thought you'd be an asset for them? Because you caused quite a bit of trouble? And how do you know about that? Because I'm the owner, Mr. Linneman. I have a responsibility to know who's working for me. I have every employee's resume pretty much memorized, or at least the part that matter. Tell me, you were fired not a month after a large enterprise hired you, weren't you? I wasn't fired! Company just never realized what I was capable of. No matter how prestigious your university may have been, lecturing people with information that isn't even correct renders your elite education moot and meaningless, Mr. Linneman. Forget incorrect information, research, and learn to do what is correct. Memorize things you never knew. People who have lost the determination to live their lives while always learning new things, accepting they were wrong. As of today, you're fired. Oh no, please! This'll be my 100th job to lose! Please don't do this! Where should I even begin to look for another job? There's no possible way I'm ever gonna get hired again! What am I gonna do now?
I think you should maybe start over. Perhaps on your mother's birth canal, I must say.
Talia!
How dare you!
Because you, sir, don't understand what not to do. Making fun of people and laughing at them. Even a child like me knows that's not something anyone should do, I say. Even better, like Mommy said. Even animals can do that better than you can, I say.
You're just a stupid child! How dare you frickin' scold me like I'm the child! Oh, I think my pride's been tainted!
Shame on you!
Shut the frick up, brat! So listen, this is gonna be hard on you since you're out of a job right now, but because of the remains you threw at me, Talia's present's ruined.
Ah, my good friend! Teddy Bear's been hurt by a vicious animal. I'm sorry, Teddy Bear.
To be honest, I was late because I was having this present prepared just for this occasion.
Oh, really? Well, it's a very cute teddy bear, isn't it, Talia?
It was made to order, and it cost me more than $1,000. So I trust you don't have any objections to deducting that much from your wages as compensation. Keep in mind, your wages for this month will be in the red. Oh, come on! $1,000 on a stupid stuffed animal is a freaking insane! Talk about a ripoff!
No, you come on. You ruined it for good. Show some honesty here and compensate for what you did.
Of course, you must!
Mr. Linneman, I insist you compensate for what you did!
I understand.
And additionally, for the last time, apologize for the trouble you caused them today!
I'm sorry about everything.
What? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry about everything!
Mr. Linneman was fired on the spot and soon found himself without a job. The compensation we demanded for Talia's new teddy bear friend apparently dwindled his salary down to nothing. He's apparently back job hunting at the moment, but needless to say, it's not going too well.
I beg you, please, just get me any job. I don't care what the work is, just give me a job, please.
You've been fired from 100 establishments now, haven't you? Surely you understand no one wants someone with such a bad reputation.
If you keep quiet about that, there wouldn't be any problem.
That goes against our code of conduct.
All right, fine. I'll find a job myself, you useless piece of crap.
He went on looking for jobs on his own after that, but his reputation had apparently been spreading like wildfire across the internet. In the end, he could never find another proper job and went back to his parents' home.
And we paid expensive school fees so that you would get a good education to get a good, stable job. The hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up, old man! Society's just not properly seeing me as the elite intellectual that I am!
Even people who never went to high school do so much better than you. Oh, what a shame. So much time and so much money all to waste.
God damn it! Society and everyone that makes it up are to blame! They don't respect people with good education in the way they should! I'm not in the wrong here!
Shut up! Shut the hell up! You are not gonna be our own little parasite, only boasting about how you went to a prestigious university.
God damn it! I'm a genius! A genius, I say! Why do I sound like that little brat?
How the heck are you a genius, Paul? Whatever. Just find something, a part-time job, translation work, a singer. I don't care.
Until I find the perfect place for an intellectual elite like me to work, I'm not working anywhere else!
He now seems to be living a life like this, buckling under his parents' increasingly brutal scolding, while he waits for the perfect job to pop out of the blue. Nowadays, he's become a bit of a rumor around his old neighborhood, and now he's known as a disgraceful son who has a good education but can't bring his ass to work a proper job. He's become quite the notorious character, albeit in the worst way possible. The fact that he's an intellectual elite with a good education has now become his own worst enemy, and the consequences of his life thus far are paying him in full mercilessly. He's gone off his rocker, and unless he makes some changes to how he is as a human being, he won't ever live a better life.
Gwen, are you sure you don't want to sue that waiter? Throwing remains at anyone is solid grounds for assault, you know. Not to mention he downright insulted the two of you to your faces.
He did compensate for the fee for cleaning my dress, and the cost of Talia's new teddy bear, so I think I'm okay with that.
Are you sure? I know a good lawyer too, you know.
It's alright, the time that'll be used for the court case will take away a lot of time that I should be spending with Talia.
Mommy, thank you.
I'm sure we can really make him pay if we do take him to court, but I would rather be with my own daughter. What's a mother that would choose some extra money over the smile of her beautiful little girl?
I'm not angry anymore, too, I say.
I see. If you two are okay with it, then I'll leave it at that too.
In any case, I think that waiter's suffering the consequences right now. All I want to do is forget about it all and move forward with our life as a family. The next day, we went to the same French restaurant without that waiter to properly celebrate Talia's entering elementary school.
I'm sorry about yesterday, Talia dear, but this time, we're gonna celebrate your accomplishment for real, and we're gonna have so much fun!
Hell yeah! I'm happiest when I have my mommy and my daddy together with me, I must say.
I'll make sure to never hire another waiter like that in the future. I really do hope you enjoy our services for today.
Oh, you need not fret about that anymore, Mr. Glasgow. But more importantly, you felt like you couldn't fire a troublesome employee because you yourself were a hired maitre d', didn't you?
Yes, sir.
In the event there's another waiter that behaves in the same inexcusable way, you have my permission to fire them as a manager's decision. I trust you with this job, Mr. Glasgow, and that's why I believe permitting you to do so will bring the establishment prosperity.
Thank you so much, sir.
Just in case, we should maybe make the conditions of eligibility to work with us a little stricter, wouldn't you agree? Let's not hire any more waiters like that. Am I understood?
Of course. I will be cautious, sir.
Thank you.
Alright then, that's enough talk about work. Let's move on to celebrating Talia's accomplishment.
Oh yeah, Talia, I'm also sorry what happened to Mr. Teddy Bear.
I don't mind at all, Daddy. I'm okay with just hanging out and celebrating with my mommy and daddy, I say.
And this is a brand new teddy bear, dear.
Wow, Bacon is so cute. He really is like an actual grizzly bear.
You take good care of him, okay, dear?
Okay, Mr. Teddy Bear, you be a good boy now, because we are gonna eat something delicious, I say.
Oh, that reminds me. Someone from France actually told me a while back.
What did he say, Gwen?
That's the most important thing is to forget about manners and enjoy the food and services. And while I do get kind of conscious of how I should act in a nice place like this, customers really should have fun too, as they eat delicious food like this. Don't get me wrong, of course. Basic manners like cutting big portions into smaller ones properly and talking with an empty mouth are important. But people must never forget that having fun during the experience has to be at the top of the list too. I just hope that waiter understands one day that manners aren't everything. It's a society and the joys that come with the meal that makes the experience so worthwhile, even though he may not be able to work in a restaurant ever again. Still, it wouldn't hurt to know about this, wouldn't you agree? Trouble Busters!
My name's Aaron. In my heart, I'm forever 33 years old. I work as a cleaner. Sometimes people say that what I do for work isn't respectable, but I believe that any job done with honesty and good intentions is respectable work. I always make sure to work hard and do my best. The person who supports both me and my work is my girlfriend, Teresa. She's kind and delicate like a flower, and I couldn't have asked for a more pure-hearted partner. Oh, we've been able to save a lot of money for our wedding.
It's all thanks to the both of us doing our best to save for it.
That's true. I'm sorry, though, for having put you through some hard times in order for us to save for our wedding.
It's no problem at all. I quite enjoy finding new ways to save on things.
Because we've been able to save quite a lot of money, I guess I should start thinking about how best to propose to Teresa. With that, on the 4th anniversary of us having been together, I proposed to her in a restaurant with an amazing night view. Proposing like this is pretty common, but it's the thought that counts. So I think it's okay that I propose to her like this. Teresa, please do the honor of marrying me.
Wow, is that an engagement ring? It's beautiful.
Yes, I actually secretly started a second job in order to save up more money for our wedding plans, and to get you this.
I'm so happy. Of course I'll marry you, Aaron.
I'm so glad the proposal went well, and she seems surprised and genuinely happy about it. I'll do my best to make our marriage the most wonderful one in the world. A week later from the proposal, Teresa and I decided to go visit her parents in order to tell them of our great news. Hello, sir. It's nice to meet you. I'm here today to ask you for your blessing with Teresa and I's marriage.
No, I won't allow such a thing.
Wait, that was such a quick response.
Teresa's told me about you. You're a cleaner, right?
Yes, sir.
The only people who'd become cleaners are poor, talentless, and uneducated people. As if I'd let my precious daughter be forever married to some lowlife like that.
But, sir, cleaners' wages are actually quite stable, so although you may have some preconceived notions about cleaners, I promise you I'll be able to look after both Teresa and I in the future, and there's nothing to worry about.
I don't believe you. Who cares anyway? There's so many other men that Teresa should go for, with even more stable and higher paying jobs than you.
But, sir, I promise to make sure that Teresa is looked after no matter what.
No means no. Not only are you a cleaner, but you're also a liar for saying that your job's stable when it's clearly not. You obviously belong to the lowest rank in our society. Stop bugging me. Give up and go home already.
Gah, I thought I'd be able to get him to bless our marriage, but it doesn't seem like he'll be doing so. I can't believe things are going down like this.
Teresa, instead of marrying that joke of a poor man, I have someone better in mind for you.
Who are you talking about, Dad?
I'm talking about your childhood friend Ian.
I haven't heard from him in ages. Do you know what he's doing now?
Apparently, he works in the R&D department of a huge food processing company. He's an elite in his field. He's still only 33 years old, but he makes around $50,000 annually.
$50,000? Wow!
In 10 years' time, I'm sure he'll be earning around $100,000 annually. Just imagine the lavish lifestyle you'd be able to lead if you married Ian instead.
That does make me think a little.
Are you being serious right now, Teresa? Your heart can't be that fickle.
Believe me, my daughter, Ian is definitely the better choice. I'll call him to come over right now, so you can see him in person and make up your mind. Ian told me before that if it were you, Teresa, he'd go wherever he needed in order to see you in a heartbeat.
I'm here, my beautiful darling.
Oh my, he really came in a heartbeat.
My beautiful Teresa, how is it possible that you've become even more beautiful in the time I hadn't seen you? Please become my girlfriend. Of course, with the sole purpose of becoming my wonderful wife in the near future.
Oh my.
What do you think, Teresa? That poor fiancé of yours could never do such an amazing thing like this to profess his love to you, could he?
I have to admit that I've never given her a bouquet of roses, but I did my best by proposing to her in a great restaurant with an amazing night view.
You proposed to her in a restaurant with a night view. That's the lamest thing you could have done.
I think roses are pretty commonplace, but at least I'm not calling anyone lame over their decisions.
If you marry a poor person, Teresa, you'll have no choice but to keep working for the rest of your life. Are you really okay with not getting to rest and have time to do other things after getting married?
Oh, what? No! I want to live comfortably and become a homemaker.
Exactly! Who in their right mind would want to struggle in their marriage?
I promise you, Teresa, if you marry me, I'll make you the happiest woman on earth with my annual salary of $50,000.
So, Teresa, you'll no doubt be marrying Ian, right?
Until the day we die, I promise you'll live a comfortable life with me as a homemaker.
Hey, stop that already! Teresa, you can't possibly be swayed by the things this guy's saying, right?
Aaron, I think we should break up.
Did you seriously change your mind just like that?
Now that I think about it, I do want to live comfortably after getting married. I think if anyone had the choice of choosing between a rich or a poor partner, they'd definitely end up choosing to be with the richer one.
That's not even funny at this point. Come on, don't say things like that.
I can't stop my heart from fluttering towards the direction of money.
I came here today to ask for your father's blessing with our marriage. But how can everything be going so astronomically wrong now?
Come on, Aaron, you have to admit that it's hard to truly imagine a bright future if you're someone who cleans for a living.
How can you say that to me now? I thought you loved me and supported what I do for a living.
Well, I did. But especially recently, you were being so stingy, and I've had enough of constantly saving and living like we were poor. I don't want to be with the prince of poor people anymore.
We were living frugally recently because we were saving up for our wedding. You know that.
Who the hell has to save for their wedding? That's already telling you that you shouldn't even be doing such a thing. If you don't have the funds for it. People like me can pay for their wedding without having to save for it. Teresa and I could have our wedding right now if we wanted to.
Can't believe you live such a luxurious lifestyle, Ian. You're amazing.
I've never seen you so excited before, Teresa.
Well, darling, why don't we hold our official engagement party right now, if you're up for it?
Let's.
Wait! This seriously can't be happening, right? You're all crazy!
What is it, Aaron? Do you want to take this to court to be paid for damages or something? Don't bother if that's the case. Just take all the money we saved together for our wedding. That's not going to happen anymore.
You should leave now. There's no reason for you to still be here. You're not invited to our engagement party after all, so shoo!
It seems as though I was finally figuring things out. Then this happens.
With that, I had no other choice but to leave Teresa's family home crying. Up until this moment, I had so much pride in my job, but after losing Teresa due to me having this job, I had lost confidence in my ability as a queener and my choice of career. If I had had a different job, then would Teresa have stayed with me? I was completely heartbroken and kept thinking about this over and over again.
You're doing great today too, Aaron. This place is amazingly spotless because of you.
Thank you, sir.
What's the matter? You seem kind of down.
To tell you the truth, recently, I've been feeling as though I'm not good at this job, and that maybe I'm not passionate about queening anymore.
Really? I'm surprised to hear that, because you're the most responsible and hardworking queener I've ever come across. Trust me, your passion for this job is making this world a better place. You shouldn't feel ashamed or discouraged being a queener. You're doing great!
Sir, when my manager praised me for my hard work, I couldn't help but burst into tears, and with the kind words he had said to me, I was able to regain my confidence in my work. Sir!
Hey, don't try to hug me!
I'm so sorry. I was just really taken aback with what you said to me just now. Please don't get the wrong impression of me. I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate your kind words.
Okay, Aaron. You seem like you're back to your good old self again, so that's good. Do you want to go drinking tonight? Drinks will be on me.
Seriously? Well then, yes. Thank you, sir. With my manager's kind words, I was able to get back to feeling like myself again. I can't thank him enough for this. I'd have never thought that the heartbreak Teresa had left me with would be somehow cured by my manager. Could it be that my manager was a shaman in a past life? I've made up my mind. There's no point in being sad anymore. I'm going to do my best to find a life partner that'll want to be with me and truly unconditionally support me and my work.
I'm rooting for you, Aaron. I know you can do it.
A year passed since everything went down with Teresa, and I'm still working as a queener. Today's my day off, so I might go do some shopping. Wait, is that?
No way. Is that you, Aaron?
Teresa? Is that you? I almost didn't recognize you. The beautiful Teresa that I had known seemed to be nowhere to be found in this woman standing in front of me. It seemed as though she's lost a lot of weight and looked very tired. You didn't used to look like this. Did something happen? I thought you'd be pampered in the luxurious lifestyle you married into.
Please, Aaron, please help me. They're after me.
Who's after you? Could it be some scary-looking man in a black suit wearing sunglasses that's after you?
No, this isn't the Matrix or anything. I'm being serious. Can you please just hide me?
I seriously have no idea what's going on, but why are you asking me to help you? After all, you're the one that ended things with me a year ago.
Well, if you're willing to listen to what happened after that, then I'll tell you. As you might remember, Ian was set on moving things along so fast. We got married straight away and we started living together with his parents.
I never said I'd listen to your story, you know.
Just after we moved in, Ian and his parents treated me really kindly. Every day they'd compliment me on how I looked and how great I was doing as a homemaker.
Wouldn't being praised that much kind of annoy you? I guess not in your case.
But as time went by, things started to get weird. I soon came to realize that they had been watching me closely ever since the day I started living with them. And it got so bad that they wouldn't even let me out of the house anymore. I'm going to go grocery shopping. Wait right there. You're not allowed to go anywhere without our permission. Excuse me? What do you mean? I'm just going grocery shopping. I don't need permission to do such a thing.
If you run out of food, then I'll go grocery shopping. Teresa, you're always going to be right here by myself. You're not allowed to leave here without my permission. Got it?
Ian, I've been wondering for a while now, but why do you stay at home all the time? Why don't you go to your office? You work for a big company, right? Don't you need to go to your office sometimes?
We don't have to talk about that right now, my darling.
But I want to know why. Please don't ignore my questions.
The ever-beautiful Teresa is finally all mine.
Wow, Teresa's so cute. She's an angel on Earth. She's my one and only true love.
Oh, hi there, Ian.
Hi, Teresa. I swear I wasn't waiting here for you or anything. It must be fate that brought us together like this just now.
I don't believe in fate. Bye.
I love you so much, Teresa. Why won't you reciprocate my feelings for you?
Even as a junior high school student, you're still so pretty, Teresa. School's finished for today, so I should go ask her if she wants to walk home together.
Sean, let's walk home together.
together.
Why is it that she's walking home with a guy that's not me? There's no way that she doesn't know that I like her.
Just like that. It turns out that Ian had been stalking me from ever since we were super young.
Huh, that doesn't sound great at all. It must have been tough for you to find that out, but you really didn't realize any of this until recently?
I thought we were simply just childhood friends, nothing more. And as it turns out, he found out that I was engaged to you and he came to my dad on purpose to break you and I up.
Teresa, you're my one true love. How dare you get engaged to some other guy that's not me? I have no choice but to brutally break up this ridiculous engagement of yours now. Sir, I'm the better choice to be Teresa's husband. I guess, Ian. I do know you better than whatever random guy Teresa's going to bring over soon. I work for a huge food processing company. Not only that, but I'm in the renowned R&D department. I make $50,000 annually. You won't come across another elite businessman like me anytime soon. Ian, I never knew you'd become so successful. I've heard that the guy Teresa's bringing over is a cleaner. You're obviously much better than him. Exactly. I'm so glad I've been able to persuade you that I'm the better catch, sir. Everything's going to plan.
Turns out that everything he'd said to my dad that day was false. He didn't really work for a big company and he really wasn't earning $50,000 annually. He lied about everything just to get his grubby little hands on me.
I do feel bad for you, but you're the one that believed him in a heartbeat, you know? You really should have found out if all of what he was saying was true or not before getting married to him.
His plan from the very beginning was always to marry me and then make it so that I would be trapped in his house with him. Forever. Ian's parents still found him adorable, so they agreed to do as he said and helped him to keep an eye on me no matter what. That's why they wouldn't let me leave their house.
That sounds horrible.
Today I was able to sneak out and run away, so please help me. If you and I are able to give it another try, then it'll make it easier for me to get a divorce from Ian.
I have to ask again, though. Why me? Why should I be the one to help you? You do know that you're really the one that caused all of this. Honestly, none of this has anything to do with me anymore.
There isn't anyone else that I can rely on. Even my dad said to me that he wouldn't allow me to move back in with him because of what the neighbors might say about my family if I do so.
That's not right of him to say that.
One time before, I was actually able to run away from Ian's place, so I went to my dad for help, but he ended up taking me back to Ian's. How could he do such a thing to his daughter?
Wait right there. I get it that your father's not the greatest guy, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Then what is it that we're supposed to be talking about right now?
Why do you think I should help the one person that greatly embarrassed me by breaking things off with me in a flash in order to marry some other guy she honestly barely knew?
Well, all I can say for now is that I promise you that from now on that I'll do my best to support you and take care of you no matter what. I'll even wholeheartedly support your career as a cleaner, I promise.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you when you say that. I know how fickle you can be, and I don't think you'd change that easily.
No, please, believe me.
It's been a year since you dumped me so miserably, but I've gotten over it now. I'm not into you anymore, Teresa. Not even a bit. Not even in the slightest.
Okay, fine, I get it. You don't have to rub it in anymore. But if we get married, I promise to do my best by getting a job and working alongside you. And I promise that I won't whine about living a poor life anymore.
It really seems as though, even though Teresa's asking me for help, she's still somehow finding ways to put me and my lifestyle choices down. I guess it's time she found out the actual truth about me. Trouble busters! To tell you the truth, since about a year ago now, I've actually been making over $100,000 annually.
$100,000?
Yeah, I wrote a few books using all the expert cleaning knowledge I accumulated over the years, like basic to advanced cleaning techniques for men, and cleaning techniques for the hardest places to clean. You haven't heard of those books?
No.
Well, you weren't allowed to leave the house, so I guess you didn't know about them. With my books, I decided to target men because generally, they're less aware of how to clean properly, and homemakers as well that wanted their house to be spotless. And it paid off, because my books became bestsellers. I was then also asked to write cleaning methodology books, and with that, I became quite well known in my industry. All in all, most of the books I ended up publishing became bestsellers, so much so that I sold out many times, and had to be restocked again and again. On top of writing books though, I've also been designing new cleaning goods and equipment too. Don't you know about the famous Aaron's cleaning stick? I'm the one that invented that, and I made sure to patent the design, so it's mine for good.
You're an author? An inventor? What's happening here?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Together with the sales for my books and the goods I designed alone, I'm able to make over $50,000 annually. Aaron's cleaning stick has been selling out like crazy.
So if you're making all that money now, did you quit working as a cleaner?
No, I'm still a cleaner. Now I work at that really big amusement park with the mouse as its main mascot. I'm actually the leader of my own cleaning team there. With cleaning alone, I make over $50,000 annually now.
I never knew. It'd be possible to make so much money from cleaning alone.
Oh, Teresa, I finally found you.
Ian!
Hey, aren't you Teresa's ex-fiancé? Are you trying to kidnap Teresa from me?
As if I'd do anything like that. Even if I was asked to, I'd still refuse to do so.
How dare you say such disrespectful things to my beautiful darling wife?
I think I've had just about enough of these people now.
If you don't give me back my Teresa now, I'll call the police on you!
Be my guest. Trust me, I'm in no position to want to take her from you. Even if someone paid me to take her from you, I still wouldn't.
No, Aaron! Wait, please help me, please!
You're the one that decided to be with Ian. You should take responsibility for your actions, Teresa.
Come on now, darling. Let's get back to the house.
No!
Soon after that, on the news, I saw that a man in his 30s and his parents were arrested for having had locked the man's wife away at their home. It said that the woman wasn't in a critical condition, but that she seemed as though she's been through a lot. The name of the man that had been arrested was, of course, Ian. Whew, he's finally been caught! You see, after running into Teresa last, I decided to call the police and tell them that an acquaintance of mine may be being held at home against her will. Even though I really wasn't trying to be her savior or anything, I knew I had to do something about her situation. So I tried to help out the best I could. With my call, the police were able to successfully arrest Ian and his parents, and help Teresa escape her hellish situation. I'm still not over everything she did to me, but I'm glad she was able to get the help she needed. After she was saved from her creepy husband, I don't know what happened to her, but I guess she won't be getting married to anyone again anytime soon, especially after what she went through in her previous marriage. A few years went by since that incident, and I'm still working as a cleaner. I also ended up getting married to a coworker of mine that I met at work. It was actually my manager that introduced her to me.
Hey there, Aaron. Seems like you've been through a lot again recently.
Sir, thank you for checking in with me again, but everything's good now.
That's good to hear. Actually, I wanted to introduce you to someone, if you don't mind.
Well, you see, I'm trying to kind of stay away from women for the time being.
Aw, come on, Aaron. Do you remember the new cleaner, Heather?
Oh yeah, she works really hard.
You haven't really had a proper conversation with her yet, have you? She seems to be a decent person.
That does seem true. She seems quite positive and responsible.
I think you two would get along.
Sir, it's too early to predict things like that.
How about you, me, and Heather go drinking sometime soon then? Then you can get to know her a little better. I think I'm definitely onto something here.
He really can't leave others alone, can he? But it was exactly his doing that eventually led to Heather and I becoming a couple. Now that I think about it, my manager must have secretly been Cupid, or an angel or something. I can't believe he was actually my true savior in all of this. How surprising!
Oh, look, Aaron. We weren't able to clean the kitchen well recently because we were both busy. But I had some time off today, so I cleaned it spotless.
Wow, Heather. I can even see my reflection in the kitchen sink. Thank you so much, honey.
No worries at all. As the house of 2 cleaners, we should have the privilege of living in a beautifully clean house.
My wife Heather could possibly easily beat me in a cleaning competition. That's just how good she is at her job. But that's not all that makes her great. I believe her heart is as pure and clean as the places she cleans spotless. I really couldn't have asked for a better life partner than her.
What is it, Aaron? Why are you smiling like that?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how lucky I am that I get to spend the rest of my life with you, honey.
Not just with me, though. With me and our baby, right?
You're absolutely right. With the 2 of you, I'm hoping that our baby will grow up to be the type of person who doesn't judge a person based on their circumstances or job. After all, I still believe if you're honestly doing your best and working hard, then we're all equally just as successful in life. I hope the 3 of us will be able to continue living peacefully. Trouble Busters.
Hey yo, about the party tonight. So I found another restaurant that's so much better than the one we found first. And I was thinking we could ditch that shithole and have a better time. What do y'all say?
Wait, excuse me? What are you insinuating, Sean?
Insinuating? Calm down, my guy. I'm just pointing out that the event someone finds a better place to her party, they go there instead, right?
Hey there, I'm Alec, and I'm in my 3rd year in university. I love soccer more than anything else in the world. I've been playing soccer for as long as I can remember, and I was able to go to university via sports scholarship.
My best friend, Ronald, is on the university soccer team with me, and he's the same year as me. Ronald, bro! How in the world are you this good? At this rate, all the European teams will want you on their team, and they'd be willing to pay big bucks to make it happen. Okay, bro. That's just bullshit. You're the one who got into this college because of a sports scholarship, my good man. Oh, come now. I was only pretty lucky. You want to talk something amazing? There's always Mr. Simmons. Mr. Simmons is 1 year older than the both of us, and he's the captain of the soccer team at this university. Like me, he was able to get into the university through a sports scholarship. And already, a couple professional teams are looking to recruit him as the underdog. Yeah, he's off to play with the pros after he graduates this year. It's pretty damn amazing, huh? Oh, look at the time. Practice starts in 10 minutes, man. We gotta hurry. You don't want another scolding session with Mr. Simmons now, do you? Hey, you! Just how good do you think you are? Because all I see is failure across the board. You're better off quitting soccer with that stupid form and skill. And there he goes again. That Mr. Simmons brutally chastising his juniors, even though they're trying the best. He doesn't show any mercy to people who don't play soccer very well after all. While I do understand his competitive spirit, I just wish he would be a lot more controlling of it. That game we had the other day, we only lost because you were on the field too. You better be responsible for once and make up for your mistakes. Of course, sir. I'm very sorry about burden on you and the team. I'll do my best to catch up. There's no denying that Mr. Simmons has a lot of soccer prowess and skill. However, when it comes to personality, he can be a little bit too unbearable and mean. I was always told that soccer is about compassion towards your own teammates and towards your opponents as well. And I don't see any of that in his behavior. As you saw, he often yells at juniors and scolds them for never improving. So the team atmosphere is always very electric and sometimes dangerous. Hey, yo, Alec! Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Don't you think you're getting a little bit too cocky these days? What? I'm sorry, I don't exactly understand what you mean. Just because Coach complimented you on your playing last time doesn't mean you could go about and wreak havoc on the field, alright? Same to you, Ronald. What? We were being very cocky? I don't recall doing anything out of the ordinary. Feigning ignorance now, are we? You don't remember being surrounded by lots of girls who were shrieking and shouting your name a couple days ago? Oh, but that's just my fan club that somehow came into existence. You have a very good look, bro. Enough to become a model, so yeah, you're very popular with the ladies. Way to make a guy jealous, bro. A fan club, you say? That is utterly unacceptable. How do you think our reputation will be with this group of shrieking banshees following you around? I told them not to interfere with our practices myself, Mr. Simmons, so I don't think they'll be bothering us at all. Not to mention, it could be cruel to this group of girls who are all kind enough to support me in my soccer career early on. Bro, stop! The desire to say those very words is making me want to punch you in the face right now. All that bullshit aside, I just want you to take a closer look at yourselves and make some changes. Is that clear? Damn, Mr. Simmons' mood today is especially nightmarish. I wonder what's going on with him. For some strange reason, after that particular day, Mr. Simmons' attitude towards his teammates got a lot worse all of a sudden. Up until a couple days ago, he himself was complimenting my playing, as well as Ronald. Nowadays, things have changed. Warnings or directions seems a little bit too inaccurate, as it seems like he tries to find excuses to lecture us. And more often than not, those excuses are pretty selfish. You're not in full control of your legs or your feet, damn it! Look at what you're doing! Figure out the problem and fix it, for God's sake! I'm sorry, sir. And also, during the next game, you are not to run in front of me when I had the ball, alright? You're only gonna be another obstacle, and that'll piss me off so much! I see. Consider it done, sir. If only these instructions could ever be justified. Anyone with common sense would argue that this is way too specific and selfish of him.
But unfortunately, that was only the tip of the iceberg, because Mr. Simmons' attitude and behavior towards us became even worse as time went on. Whoa! That was close! You definitely did that on purpose, didn't you, sir?
Get the frick out of my way! Am I the only decent player here?
I'm completely certain he kicked the ball in my direction with malice afterthought just now.
Hey, what's up, pussycat? Get your ass moving! This isn't some quiet dinner with one of your fan girls. This is an actual soccer game, damn it!
It was clear at this point. Mr. Simmons wasn't lecturing us because we were playing badly. This was a whole new level of behavior. He was deliberately abusing us, verbally with his harsh words and physically with the ball.
Hey, yo, chumps! Let's go out on a drinking party next week. The whole team!
Wait, a drinking party, sir?
Why do you look like you think this is a terrible idea? You're both adults now, so man up and accept the fact that you can drink to your heart's content.
It's not that we were against drinking itself. It's just that we're against going out drinking with you, Mr. Simmons.
Us fourth years are graduating soon enough, aren't we? This is just a regular drinking party with the theme of saying goodbye to your beloved seniors.
Oh yeah, that's right. Graduation is just around the corner, isn't it, Mr. Simmons? You've probably been wondering this, but no, Mr. Simmons is not the only senior in the soccer team. There are many other members who took great care of us over the course of our university life. And it would be a stab in the back if we didn't attend this party to say our thanks and goodbyes. Understood, sir. We'd love to go.
Awesome! Now about the place of the party. Didn't you tell us once that your family home is a restaurant?
Yes, I did, and it still is.
Well, then it's settled. We are having the party at your family restaurant.
Settled? Hold on now, just a moment, Mr. Simmons. If we consider that every team member will be joining the party, that'll amount to close to 20 people, won't it? It's a small business, and such a large number of people at one time could be a bit of a hassle.
So now we're insubordinating your own senior now, are we? If you say it's not going to be possible, why don't you prove it by calling your parents right here, right now?
Yes, sir. I just checked with my parents, and they told me that as long as you reserve the tables beforehand, a party of 20 is possible.
Let's go! And don't you have a drinking party course?
Yes, there is. We have a course like that costs $80 per person.
80 freaking bucks? Ain't that a little too expensive? Oh, I know. You provide all of us with a family and friends discount and make the price 50 bucks.
But sir, we simply cannot do that. Like I said, our business is pretty small, and any amount of reduction in price will leave us in the red.
I'm telling you for the last time, make the price $50.
$50 is just insane. Looks like I better call my parents again and ask if they could do that. Hello, Mom. About the drinking party that I was telling you about, a senior of my soccer team really wants the price to be around $50.
You know that's going to be hard for us, honey. But still, they did take good care of you over the years, so I suppose we have to find some way of thanking them for their kindness. All right then, just this once, we'll let the price be $50, and we'll prepare for the worst.
Are you serious, Mom? You could really do that?
Of course I can. I run this place after all. Then it's settled. I'm reserving the restaurant for a party of 20 for next week.
You're the best, Mom. Thanks so much. I love you. And then a week went by, and the day of the party had arrived.
Hey, yo, about the party tonight. So, I found another restaurant that's so much better than the one we found first. And I was thinking we could ditch that shithole and have a better time. What do y'all say?
Wait, excuse me? What are you insinuating, Sean?
Insinuating? Calm down, my guy. I'm just pointing out that in the event someone finds a better place for a party, they go there instead, right?
But we already have a reservation. Ditching them for something else an hour beforehand will only make things really difficult for my family.
We have a whole hour. That's plenty of time for them to take care of whatever it is they have to do. You call them up and cancel our reservation right now.
I don't believe you understand what I mean, Mr. Simmons. My parents and a few staff who work for them have been cooking and preparing the meal for tonight since early this morning. So if we cancel the reservation right now, all of their hard work and all the delicious food will go to waste.
The hell you think you're doing, you little punk? Talking back at me, are we?
Well, no, I'm not. In any case, we'd be causing my family a huge inconvenience, much bigger than you think, if we cancel the reservation right now. I humbly ask you to forget your idea and come to my family's restaurant as promised.
Well then, consider this. You say that I made a reservation at your family's restaurant, but do you have any proof of that? It's not like I called up your parents myself and asked for a reservation at 20 people for tonight. What do you say to that?
Oh no! The other day, when I made the reservation, all I did was call my mom and set the date. Unlike the online method implemented by a lot of restaurants recently, this method over the phone doesn't leave behind any solid proof that you made a reservation. In the event we ditch this party, there would be no proof of ever reserving my family restaurant, and so there would be nothing to do about it. I have to admit, I think he got me on this one.
I've had enough already. Let's pay no more attention to this loser and start heading for the better restaurant.
Mr. Simmons, I must object. This is simply too much.
Ourselves aside, the fact that we'd be inconveniencing your parents to a great degree makes me wonder if this is really the thing to do.
How do you expect me to apologize to my parents? Considering how Mr. Simmons has been acting lately, I admit that I did actually think that this could happen. But still, the fact that this is actually happening. But of course, Mr. Simmons' behavior towards us has been way over the line for way too long. He abused us, calling us useless pieces of crap, just standing there on the field. He did things to us that almost got us a free ticket to the hospital. He intends to inconvenience my parents and everyone else who's been working very hard to satisfy him and his teammates at a drinking party tonight. You guys think so too, right?
I do think so, bro. I've been really struggling to keep my cool with practice these days because of the way he's been treating me. I bet the real reason why he's been especially hard towards you and Ronald is because he's jealous of your skills.
I knew it. No one ever said anything, but I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one who feels a lot of resentment towards Mr. Simmons. I'm just gonna go back home for tonight. I want to see my parents' faces and tell them how sorry I am for this stupid situation. I can't wait to see their disappointed looks.
Alec, dude.
Oh, Mom. I don't know how to tell you this. The same person who wanted to make a reservation here for the party tonight wanted me to cancel last minute. I can't believe I looked up to that douchebag. Who had the audacity to do something like this?
Wait, what? You do realize all of the cooking is finished now, right?
I'm so sorry. I should have been a lot more careful.
How in the world did this happen, son?
That person, whose name is Simmons, has been bullying me and the other teammates for quite a while now. And I think that the situation is another one of his little schemes.
And we've been cooking the best we could for them since this morning.
And we can't sue him for the cancellation without notice because we don't have any online method for reservation.
And that would mean we wouldn't be able to demand any cancellation fees. And all that's left to do is to cry ourselves to sleep tonight. Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
We are at the precipice of hopelessness, crying over the fact that we had no proof to show that he had indeed made a reservation. Now, we couldn't demand any cancellation fees from him, nor any compensation. We were just about ready to head off to bed and drench the pillows with our tears. But right at that moment, a miracle presented us with a savior. This time, we won't let Mr. Simmons get away with his arrogant, downright rude behavior towards someone. He will face my wrath that he greatly inconvenienced my parents. Inexcusable! Troublebusters, initiate!
Alec, where the frick are you? Get your stupid ass down here!
I'm sorry, Mr. Simmons. I have another engagement, so I'll not be joining tonight.
Another engagement? What the hell would you be doing at this ungodly hour? That's bullshit! Get your ass over here! If you don't, I'll make sure you never wear a goddamn pro jersey, you hear me?
Do you really think you can do such a thing?
And what the hell do you think you're doing, showing that kind of selfish behavior?
Mr. Simmons, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's a little bit too strange given your situation?
All right, I'll give you that. No one is showing up at this restaurant. I'm all alone right now. Why isn't anyone coming?
All of the soccer team members, other than you, of course, are actually at my family home restaurant right now as we speak.
What the hell? I thought I made it clear that the party would be taking place somewhere else. You tell everyone to get the hell out and get them over here.
I'm afraid that just simply is impossible, Mr. Simmons. Everyone came by car, and already everyone drank something, more or less.
They all drank something? But that means they won't be able to get home.
It's my own family's restaurant, after all. So they authorized their cars being there for the entire night, you see. We have some extra rooms, too, so if they want to spend the night, they can. If they want to get back home via taxi, they can do that, too. We also have a few agency services they can use for their convenience.
Why the hell is everyone even there? All right, that's it. I'm getting over there right now.
Damn, Mr. Simmons was pretty damn bad.
So ironic that this whole stupid situation came about all because of his stupid actions. I have to say that I had no idea he was doing this. That's still no excuse. I hope you can forgive us, Alec. For real, we're very sorry. We'll talk to Simmons and give him the hell he deserves.
Oh, please, no need to apologize. Everything was his own doing, and you never had any idea he was up to something. You did absolutely nothing wrong. Ronald and I will give him the hell he deserves, so you go inside, enjoy the food, and have a great time, please. My mother will be overjoyed if you ate her food and enjoyed your time here.
It may be Simmons that's always been the bad guy in this situation. However, don't you think it'd be a little hard for you to spill to a senior that he deserves to hear?
Oh no, perish the thought, sir. I admit it pains me to say this, but Ronald and I don't consider Mr. Simmons as a senior anymore. We only see him as a human being who has disrespected us beyond the point of forgiveness.
We want to say something to him, trust me. Damn. Well, you do that then. If something happens, you let us know, all right?
Of course. Enjoy your night.
Alec! Ronald! So it was you two frickin' did this, eh? What's the meaning of this? My phone just won't frickin' stop buzzing. The soccer team's group chat is going batshit crazy, and every single one of them has an insult to me. You better get your thinking straight, because I'm about to rock it out of existence. Simmons, Alec told us everything. You reserved a restaurant at one of your junior's family, only to cancel at the last second. Can you explain to me how your pea brain works? We also know that you told everyone the main course is $80. You gathered up all the money, when in fact the real price was $50. You're gonna give us back the money that you stole from us. Mr. Simmons, you are a scumbag. Mr. Simmons, I'm ashamed that I was your friend once. Idiot! Asshole! Chowderhead!
About this particular incident, not one of us is lying. We are all speaking the cold, hard truth.
You can't really blame anyone. It is the truth after all. Why did you betray me? You stupid pricks caused all this. The only thing everyone ever does anymore is criticize and insult me. And they won't even answer any of my questions. Tell everyone to get their asses over to the restaurant that I chose, goddammit!
A single look at DM should make you realize that is not gonna happen, bitch.
All the respect everyone may have had for you, Mr. Simmons, is now gone. Kaput. Lost in the abyss. Let's start off with this. Alec's parents were so kind as to offer us a discount for tonight's dinner, making the price $50 instead of the usual $80. However, you told everyone this afternoon that tonight's price will be $80, did you not? Pray tell, what exactly did you intend to do with the remaining $30 per person, I may add? That amounts to a total of $600 vanishing into thin air. Where did it go, Mr. Simmons?
I'll clue you in, Simmons. Right after you left the day you wanted to reserve my family's restaurant, Ronald and I got to talking about what you did, which was demanding a public establishment to cut their prices for your own benefit. It stayed between us for a week until you sent that message this afternoon. And somehow, little birds got a hold of what we knew. And before we knew it, everyone in the team knew about what you did.
I only made a mistake. I remember you telling me that the dinner course was $80, so that's what I told everyone.
That's such an excruciating excuse. How in the world would you mistake $80 for $50? That takes a special kind of stupid. And also, That other restaurant that you chose, their dinner course was even cheaper than what we offered, wasn't it? And yet the cost for the night remained as $80. I don't suppose the reason there'd be bigger difference and thus more money for you to steal. You straight up wanted to rob us of our money so you could use it all for your own stupid, selfish purposes.
Rob you of money, eh? I've never heard a more ridiculous accusation.
No one trusts you anymore, Simmons.
Shut up! Just shut the frick up! You don't realize this because of your freaking little bird brains. But being the captain of a university team is so much harder than you think, you know? Sure, I can manage everyone on the field and shit like that. But at home, I have so much paperwork and phone calls to do, it's not even funny. Such is my freaking life, just trying to catch up with the administrative bullshit. And I don't see any harm in getting paid a little of that for sort of extra work.
Paid a little? Damn, I didn't want to believe our own captain was actually stupid. It looks like there's no denying it anymore.
Another word out of you and you're kissing a nurse's cheek tonight, bitch! I mentioned this earlier. You clearly didn't hear me, so I'm gonna say it again. The difference in cost is $30 per person, and there are 20 of us going to tonight's party. Multiply all that together, and we got a total of $600. Where does that go? Into your pocket, it seems. Now, don't you think that's a little bit too greedy?
And it's not just because of this little problem with money that we've lost all respect for you. Do I need to count the hundreds of times you deliberately abused your fellow teammates, particularly those younger than you? Running into them, perhaps even trying to injure them? We just about had enough of your roughhousing and your condescending attitude.
Considering all that, I think it's reasonable to say we should be the ones to ask for money as a form of compensation for all of the discomfort you caused. You little bitches! You do realize what'll become of you if you show that tone of yours to me, right? It's guaranteed that I'm going pro after I graduate. You want me to spread rumors about the likes of you through the pro scene? Huh?
I think it's safe to say that you're in no position to say such bullshit. And we are. What you attempted to do to us was a legitimate scam. We're going to tell the university administration office about this, as well as the police. I suggest you prepare yourself for the worst.
Police?
Yes. The scam is that you lied to us about the true cost of the night and intended to use the difference for your own benefits. Additionally, while it is true that we don't have any proof of it, you canceled without notice.
The money that you embezzled, you still have it in your possession now, don't you? Wait, hold on! If you tell anyone, be it the school or the cops, the talk of me becoming a pro will be ruined! I'll apologize for what I did. I'm sorry! Forgive me, please! Please!
If you're really going to apologize, you can start by telling why you targeted me and Ronald here the most often as whom to abuse.
When I joined a practice for a pro team, I overheard the coaches saying they wanted to recruit you two into the team. I sweat blood and shit water to get where I am. And that's how I earned myself a spot in a pro team. And yet you two, who aren't even really trying very hard, in my eyes, are already getting the attention of some teams. And that made me frustrated.
So in other words, you were jealous.
That's how I came up with this idea. It was mainly to work against your mediocre efforts to become a professional. I regret everything.
Regret doesn't change the past, Mr. Simmons. It only darkens the future.
I'm begging you! I finally have a professional career within my grasp! I'm not gonna let go of this opportunity! I'll do anything you ask! What do I have to do to earn your forgiveness? It's been decided what we're going to do with you, young man. Coach Hendricks! What are you doing here, sir? These young athletes from this university team contacted me, you see. And they told me everything from start to finish. Listen up, Simmons. The primary pillar of soccer is teamwork. Without it, a team just crumbles into nothingness. We cannot allow athletes who betray their own teammates without a second thought and who abuse them in any way out of sheer jealousy. No, please! I had this honor within my grasp!
Mr. Simmons, I had the deepest respect for you as a soccer player. Your skill is inspiring, your speed is breathtaking, and your presence on the field fills me with a determination to play better and win games together with you and all my other teammates. However, all I feel for you right now and forevermore is hatred. All I can say now is that if you regret your selfish actions, make some changes and do better in life. We notified university authorities and the police about this incident. He was expelled from school, and the police launched a background investigation into the case. According to the result, it seems that this wasn't the first time he deliberately lied to people about costs and scammed money from them. Later on, I caught a final glimpse of Mr. Simmons just before his arrest. I guess that was his last day at school forever, even. Mr. Simmons.
Shut up! Don't you ever freaking talk to me again! God damn it!
He looked extremely worn out, and his face lacked his usual look of aspiration. It now more looked like a basset hound who just woken up from a 2-year slumber. I didn't expect anything more. His professional career ended before it ever started, after all. And quite frankly, he deserved it. A person who would put money before friendship and trust, which is crucial not only in soccer but in life as well, should ever be offered a chance to get to great heights. A couple hours after I met him on campus, he was arrested. Who would have thought that Mr. Simmons would be arrested mere days before his graduation?
Not only was he expelled from school, but he also got himself a criminal record. So I guess going pro is now completely impossible. What once was a superstar, a new hope for soccer across the country, has now become a normal citizen with some crimes to his resume.
If his going pro was already set in stone, there really was no need for him to get jealous of us, was there? He has the skills to become a pro, no question about that. So why in the world did he get jealous?
I'd be willing to bet on the fact that maybe he hated the fact that he was never scouted by a team, like we are right now. Getting scouted doesn't necessarily mean that those people are naturally talented and didn't work hard to get to where they got. On the contrary, they practice as much as anyone.
For real! In order to get scouted, you gotta endure a lot of hard hours training, pushing yourself, sometimes even hurting yourself in the process to get what a pro team hopes to see in a player. And that process takes years, so many years. No one ever gets scouted the day after they touch a soccer ball for the first time. You'd think Mr. Simmons would understand this, considering he played soccer for so long too. Jealousy's scary, for real. It can turn a rational human being into a monster. And now, he's paying a big price for what jealousy turned him into. If he'd just gone on doing what he loved and never paid any attention to us, he would have gotten to the height he'd hoped to get. Mr. Simmons was a player who loved soccer so much, he was willing to sell himself to it, get recruited into a professional team, and make the sport into his lifelong passion. He had that much determination to pursue soccer. To think that a simple step in another direction transformed his reputation from potential soccer superstar to untrustworthy criminal is just very disappointing. He wasted his own failure on a single emotion that hoped the worst for someone else. He now has a criminal record, so going pro is now impossible for sure. No matter how much talent he may have had in the sport, he'll only be able to pursue it as a hobby and not as a profession. It's a sad ending to such a potentially glorious story, but he brought his despair upon himself, and I don't feel any sympathy for him. A few days after the incident, a scout from a certain professional team came to our university, talked to me and Ronald. Thank you so much, sir. It's an honor, but I'm still in my 3rd year, you see.
I'm aware, young man. I see this spark in your playing. I do hope you come join us after you graduate next year.
Of course, sir. Thank you so much.
And you, Mr. Ronald, you also have some enormous potential as a soccer player. Think we can count on you to lead us to victory?
Yes, you can, sir. I'll do my best.
Ronald and I were scouted by 2 separate professional teams. Looks like we're going to be enemies in the future, huh? Hopefully it'll be a friendly rivalry, though.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I hold grudges, you know. Nah, I'm kidding around. Of course it'll be friendly. Soccer was what made us best friends after all. And also, it's not like we're going to be rivals starting today or tomorrow. We have another year and a half to play together. We're going to have so much fun playing together, bro, for real. What do you say?
Hell yeah! And let's not stop there. In university, even on separate teams, we'll always be teammates, man. Good luck to you with your new team. My path and Ronald's will be separated by a slight margin in a while. And even though we can be competing against each other as players for different teams, we'll always be bros who love soccer with a burning passion.
No matter how good your individual skill may be, soccer is a team sport, and you can use mutual support, cooperation, and empathy to bring your team to victory. Try to fight your own fight alone on the pitch, and you'll only bring yourself down, taking your team with you. I really do hope I make good connections with the people in my new team, and I hope to learn a lot from them too. And of course, my friendship with Ronald to remain strong for all eternity. Trouble Busters!